Hi folks, this is Madbone. Today I thought we would spend some time on a Derelict Freighter on No Man's Sky. I already have 4 receivers, which is how you find them. So I'm not going to spend another 5 million to buy another one from this trader, even though I have 329 million units. If you don't know, you do need to buy your first receiver, and once you complete your first Derelict Freighter, once a week, Helios on the Anomaly will give you a receiver for free. So, this is my bit of lag there. This is my starship, and actually, while I'm here. Let me just summon my freighter, shall we? Okay. So, what you need to do is you need to activate this, and it'll tell you to enter your pulse drive, which we are going to do. And then we should get a notification telling us to exit. Here we go. And this creepy music plays. Now, sometimes when you're driving through space, you will get an alert to exit your pulse drive because you are approaching an interesting space object. And when you exit, sometimes it's called a derelict freighter. It looks very different. It's quite broken up, and you cannot land on that one, and you cannot explore it. As far as I know, the only way to find these in space is through those receivers. I don't know, maybe you are super lucky and have managed to find one. I've never actually heard of that happening. Now, you don't actually save when you are on here, so make sure you have a good save somewhere. Maybe it's on the space station or your freighter or planet. Now, usually on these freighters, you walk very, very slowly. I have a mod which increases your speed to normal. And I am using that. I can link it in the video description, but ordinarily you would actually be walking very slowly. As far as I know, you can't find anything out here. I mean, sometimes you find these sort of floating canisters. There's one with sodium and oxygen, which you need since it's very cold. You can see it's like minus 34 degrees Celsius. And you need sodium and oxygen to help stay alive. Now, I have so much already, but I'd like to take it sometimes as well. Okay, so let us. I'm not going to take them all. I honestly have so much. I have almost 4,000 oxygen and over 9,000 sodium. I think I'm going to be okay. Actually, while I'm here, I am fully. Yes, we are probably going to need our weapons. In fact, I say probably, but I've never not needed it, so in fact, what would be good is to just top up on my warmth. Okay, now one thing you'll notice is with my weapon, top right, it says I have a plasma launcher. Now, if you have spent any time online looking at weapons available in No Man's Sky, you will see a lot of talk about the plasma launcher. And everyone says, no, don't use it, you'll kill yourself. Now, for the first 300 hours I played this game, whenever I heard that, I thought, wow, how dumb do you have to be to kill yourself with your own plasma launcher? And at about 300 hours, I did one of these freighters, stupidly used my plasma launcher, and the projectile bounced straight into me. There was no dodging it, and I died. So I won't be using it, and I don't advise that you do as well, because it's very restricted space, so it will bounce into you. This is a teleporter. Actually, we use this to leave the ship, so we're not going to use that right now. In fact, I don't even think you can. Okay, so we got some supplies. We need to open up the door. Access denied. We're going to collect emergency supplies, and this gives you a bit of ammo and some materials that help you stay alive, which I don't really need, but I'm going to. Now, I think you really do need those receivers, because that is what actually opens this door. So even if you should somehow manage to magically find one of these freighters on your own, I don't think you can actually get inside. Okay, so we have some turrets. Let's just switch this on. This is a heater. You do not want to shoot that close by. I think we should just take out the turret. There we go. And that's because if you step into its sort of radar beam, it will shoot you anyway. In fact, if you even get close to it, it will attack. So let's take care of that, shall we? Thank you. Now, and we can scan, but I like to save my scan until after I've done a preliminary search, because your scan recharges very slowly on these freighters, far more slowly than anywhere else. Now, anything blue you can usually interact with. Tainted metal, okay, I'll show you what you can do with that later, as well as what you can do with the unique items that you find. And speaking of, monitoring and maintenance logs accessed, event record follows. Date stamp, almost 3,000. Intruder alarm and security office, outcome attended by local crew. Ship AI fault in officer's mess, outcome alert deprioritized. Unexplained tissue matter in anomaly containment hold. Well, that sounds delightful. So that's just a little story. If you don't care about the stories, that's fine. No need to read them, but you should definitely click on those logs, because you will find security credentials that you need. So make sure that you click on those. Well, it's not very encouraging, is it? A broken canister. Okay, if you shoot these, I think you get nothing. So just open them. You get living slime. If you process living slime twice, it turns it into nanites. So if you need nanites, go ahead. I mean, you know, this doesn't make me feel good. Something broke out. Ew, that's nothing. Something broke out. And will probably attack us. Now there aren't many heaters. Now if you hold your scan, you can see them. And it'll also show you doors that you have or have not gone through. It just says doorway. Once you open it, it says doorway opened. Oh, here we go. I think... Am I cold already? I just want to scan this room before I move on. Why am I getting some weird lag? Very odd. I don't usually. Okay, now it says 0 with an arrow, 1 with an arrow. Now, whenever you're in any room, if you see 0, I suggest that you go there first, because it's a sort of dead end room, and you can get loot and come back. So I recommend that you go this way. Another blue container. Units. Another log snippet. Partial crew equipment record follows. Drudge was a general hand. Personal locker contains a signal jammer, glass vials, hazmat filters, and assorted collected eggshells. Wow, what were they planning? Last accessed 4 days ago. So whatever happened here happened less than 4 days ago. Detailed scan reveals alien spores replicating on contents. Wow, okay. Okay, I think we have scanned, or we have looted this room. Let's go. It says we have mapped 2 zones. That's on the bottom right, and it also shows you the sort of major items that you can collect, and I'll tell you what to do with those. So let us proceed. Oh no, it's one of these. Oh, with the creepy crawlies. See, this is how I killed myself with a plasma launcher. There were so many of them. Oh, and there's more. Oh dear, 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 dear. Now you can move very, very slowly and try to avoid them. Honestly, it's almost impossible. They will always wake up, always. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it ourselves. Now, I have to say, shooting with the controller Not that easy. Two left. Where are you, jerks? Ah, missed you. And there should be one more. Now, if you shoot this stuff, you can get some more slime. And once I managed to make myself over 1,000 units just by processing the living slime that I collected. Now, I don't like to search until I've taken down all of the nests. So, no, that was only 8. I've had up to 13 pop out of a nest. You buzz off. They're like roaches, which I despise. They burn my body. Now, sometimes when you're down to 1, it just disappears. I don't quite know why. Not complaining. Not complaining at all. So, that just gets us some more slime. Okay. Oh, more slime. A festering pustule. Well, that sounds really charming. Let's start with a log. See if we can get any security credentials. Medical bay logs. Cauterized digits. Ew. Patient-resisted treatment. Log shows 28 similar cases. Oh, this is really gross. Okay, maybe... can I shoot that? No. Some of them you can't shoot. Maybe this will be security credentials. Logging fragment, AI internal memory. Automated reporting. The value of body parts extremely low. Immune functionality average. Probe awareness very high. Oh, okay. Wow. No thanks. Okay, so as I said, if it's blue, you can probably do something with it. Okay, we've got unstable plasma, which you use to charge up your plasma launcher, which we will not be doing here. Ugh, disgusting. We have a storm crystal. Now, those are not so hard to come by. Let's just see if there's a heater somewhere. Nope, no heaters. But it's still a bit of a pain to go looking for them in a storm, so, you know, may as well. Oh. Okay. Actually, I think I probably should have opened that first. I think if you just shoot it, you get nothing. Okay, let's do a scan. Now, you see that everything... Oh, here we go. Now, everything glows, but if that little box icon remains there, then you haven't opened it. So things are still glowing, but they don't have those little shapes. So that tells you that you have gotten everything from them, but not this one. Okay, so we got a C module, which tells us that this is probably a sea freighter. And that just becomes important because it means that when it comes to your final rewards where you choose what you want, it's helpful to know the class of the module that you might get if you choose that as your final reward. Oh, really delightful. Okay. Oh, more sacks. Charming. Oh, a horrific nest there. And there. Just die already. There we go. Now apparently there's one more, but as I say, sometimes when there's just one left, it sort of despawns. One thing to know is that killing these counts towards any missions that you have related to culling creatures. These creatures count. Let's just take care of that, shall we? Yeah. What? I think I can see you there. No. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Buzz off, will you? Okay, 2 left. Hello. Well. can shoot that. And we can shoot that. Not seeing them. I can hear them. Not seeing them. Does this help? Oh! Aha! There we go. You are next. Now, once, very stupidly, opened 3 or 4 of those nests in one go and had about 40 creatures shooting spit at me. I died very, very quickly. But as you probably know, in this game, if you die, you just need to find your grave and reclaim your items. And that worked on the Derelict Freighter as well. Die. Ugh, aiming with a controller. Okay, now you can shoot those for a bit of extra slime. And just to make the place look more friendly, frankly. Now one thing I'm noticing is we're having very few heaters. Which is why if you don't have any thermic shields, you really want to make sure that you're coming with enough sodium to keep you warm. I mean, of course, you do get a bunch here, but you're really going to go through sodium fast if you don't have sort of extra thermic protection. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, I'm really sort of in late game now, so you know, not that I really need that, but oh yes, more living slime. So I mean, I guess those are the creatures attacking me. I guess. I mean, it sort of looks like it, right? Ugh, they're really disgusting. Okay, so. Oh, and more. Now you can't shoot those. But we can shoot that. Oh, no, yes, we can. Now we haven't found any security credentials yet, so let's hope. Location tracking report for partner Gek Gonu. The personal bioscan last detected 12 days ago. Wow, 12 days in the forward turrets. No others are present. Biometric readout indicates entity abruptly terminated. Okay, so they died very quickly 12 days ago in the forward turrets. Okay, so now we have found the security credentials for the security officer, which is great. We're going to need those later. Let me reload. There we go. Anyway, so sorry for the constant reloading, but this particular weapon... really you need to reload quite often, and if you don't do it when you can often be caught out if you try to do it in battle. Monitoring and maintenance logs accessed. Event record follows. Crew distress call in pneumatic control. The watch officer was alerted. Camera disabled in the catering unit. Deployed backup. Nanite cloud in cargo security room. Pressure compartment vented into space. Okay, so clearly some scary things were happening here. And they were getting rid of stuff. Okay. Disgusting. I'm going to do a scan. Now, one thing you will notice is that your scanner recharges at a much slower rate than anywhere else. So that's why I don't tend to do scans very often here. The cooldown is really sort of extended compared to other locations. Oh, more of these things. A lot of them too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, fine. Let's do the ones closest to us, shall we? Ah! That was terrifying. Was that coming right at my face? Buzz off. And you too. Okay. One down. And let's take on this one, shall we? Now, this is how I killed myself when I decided that there was a group of them all together, so why not launch my plasma projectile, and in these small confined spaces it just bounced right back at me and I died. It was so sad and I didn't really have a chance to react. Also, it didn't seem to do much damage. I mean, you can see them taking damage, but honestly it's weird. It's like you can see the numbers come off them, you know, the damage count, but oddly enough it didn't seem to affect them. Like, it didn't kill a single one. And I've tried it more than once, so wait, no, take buzz off. I can kill that while I'm at it. You, and you, and you. Okay, so one thing about the shield is you can't recharge your shield. That's the bottom, sorry, that's the top left. You just have to wait. So I'm going to pause for a moment. Just let my shield come up. May as well shoot these while I'm at it. And that one, and that one. Yeah, I'm really going to end up with a lot of slime that I can turn into nanites. Or I can save them to repair a living ship. Is that the last one? No, it's not. Oh my. Okay, let's do that. Honestly, they are so disgusting. I really, really hate these things. Go away. Go away. Well, if I could shoot better, that would really be helpful. And you die. Something shooting me. Where are you? Yes. Buzz off. Okay. We'll get rid of these. One over here. Oh, like that. And that. And that. Okay. Let's take down... Oh, as well, since I'm here. Oh, and that one as well. Oh, and that one as well. Wow. And, ooh, and that one as well. And that one as well. Okay, let's take down the last one. Which I think... Well, it's the last one in this room, right? Okay. My shooting is terrible. But I have so much ammo, doesn't really matter. Buzz off. Haven't you seen me kill all of your friends? Do you still want to have a fight? Not what I was trying to do. I was trying to get the sodium. And some more of that. Some more of that. And some more... Okay. Broke one of them. Oops. Is that all? I think that's all of the hanging nests. So let me just... Okay. Oh, and you are hiding a heating unit. There we go. It's gonna warm up for a moment. Okay. Wow, I'm really getting a lot of living slime. I mean, you can ignore these, but I like getting it so I can turn it into nanites, or sometimes you need it for repairing living ships. So, okay. Well, let's also do a bit of... that's something. Also do a bit of looting here. So, didn't I see a blue container? Must have imagined it. Okay, well, let us look around. Tainted metal. The rewards have not been the greatest, I must say. Oop, there. This is what I thought I saw. Let's just quickly work my thermic shield. Okay, now we don't actually need to read these now because we have the security credentials that we need. But it's a bit of lore. So, partial cargo manifest. Derelict simulated consciousness chip. Interesting. Barrels of liquid. Liquid in inverted commas, which means not really liquid. Maybe the slime, which, I don't know, developed self-consciousness or something. Self-awareness. Another snippet. Research log entry follows. Collected primitive container from passing asteroid. Performed spectral drift analysis. Sample initially unresponsive. Situation evolving. Yeah, why are you bringing random things onto your ship? Like, have you not watched Alien, for crying out loud? Okay, let's do a scan. Let's see what I've missed. There we go. There's a container there. And I see this really creepy, disgusting creature in a jar. Oh, and there we go. And there we go. This is the way that we came. More tainted metal. Personally, I don't really find tainted metal useful, but I will explain at the end what you can do with that. We did read that, right? Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Oh, more of these damn nests. Crying out loud. Yeah, whatever. I was running in one spot. I think there's one more. Yes, you. That was the only one in this room, right? Okay, let's turn on a bit of warmth. And that. Help ourselves to some more living slime. And there was a heating unit that it was hiding once again. More living slime. Oh, walking into things. Okay. Hang on, what's this? Sodium. Slime. Slime. Ooh, more slime. And that's more slime. Thus far, the rewards have been very, very limited. Usually, by now, this would be like mostly full. So I'm not quite sure why. Here we go. Why I'm getting such low variety. I'm getting a lot of slime, which I can turn into nanites, which is a very good currency. It's just I don't really need those right now. Then again, I don't need units. I've got like hundreds of millions. Ship AI logging fragment encrypted. Partner Geek was working cleaning. Relative movement levels below average. Probe awareness extremely low. Average sleep time very high. I'm guessing this is a good test subject. Continued existence permitted. Wow. Okay. That's just, I really have no words. Okay, have we searched this? Yeah, so usually you have a lot more containers to search. Although I find that when you have lots of these nests, you tend to have less containers and more of that to focus on. So, and it is possible to actually, in fact, not have any of these creatures at all, but it's not that common. I've done maybe a dozen of these, and maybe 2 or 3 have not had these really disgusting roach type things. So, you're more likely to have them than not. Okay, we have mapped 7 zones. We still need to find the crew manifest and the engineering zone, which is always last. So, okay, so we will find the crew manifest in that machine ahead. But let us first take care of this, shall we? Ooh. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, I missed you. Okay. Okay, someone's shooting me and I don't like it. You, buzz off. Okay. Oh man, there's just so many of them. Fine, you're next. It's amazing how I just know to kill you, even though they were like just been born, you know? And you buzz off too. Okay. Oh my word, 2 more there. 1 here. Ugh. Really? Fine. The thing is, if you ignore them, you have to be so careful and slow and stop constantly or just pop out anyway. So honestly, I would really much rather just shoot the nest myself, the whole ball rolling. I'm gonna wait for my shield to recover. In the meantime, I certainly have some stuff to shoot and keep me busy. Okay, so 2 more nests there and 1 more there. But why don't we do... let me wait for my shield. Yeah, stirring, whatever, I don't care. There we go. Wow, I think I didn't get a single hit. 3 shots in a row. Die, will you? No, buzz off. There we go. Let us go this way instead. You know what? Let's do this one first. That one's a bit of an awkward position. Middle of the room. In fact, let's turn this on. Oh, they broke out anyway. Well, well. Let me just take care of that. Wow, my aim is really shocking. Buzz off. Oh. Ah! Okay. Get there. Now that was all of them, right? I mean, all nests. I think so. Sodium. Sodium. That's right. Take care of that. Okay. And more slime. Now, we really are finding what feels like an unusual amount of slime. Usually it's not quite this prolific. Research log entry. Performed a genetic analysis. Do not repeat the experiment. Okay. Okay. Now, let us open these. Tainted metal. Money. Okay. An enormous metal cog. Units. Let's stand here. There we go. And oh, I keep wanting to shoot that. This is sodium. I don't know that I've searched. Have I searched this? I think I have. Have I searched this? Okay, you have to get sort of right on top of these. I had not searched it, though. Honestly, Korvax casing, really. Geknup. You waste my time. Ammunition, which I actually don't need. I have so much. Viking dagger, also not that valuable. Also plasma. See, he's trying to get me to use plasma, you know. It just knows. The game just knows that is what is going to kill me. Bouncing some plasma into myself. Oh, and last one. More plasma. Wow. Okay, let's do a scan. What have we missed? We've missed a container there. We've missed... Oh, I really need to stop shooting that. Like, I can do something with it. We got some compressors. And I think... Sand here for... Oh... Let's say that's a glove. Let's just say that's only a glove and there's nothing else in there. Right? Okay, one more scan. Oh, hello. I missed this. Storm crystal, easing in it. Okay. Nothing in here. Okay, let's go. We still have to, oh. Okay, again, this is one of the sort of dead end rooms. So let's go in here. Let's grab what we need to. Which, honestly, usually just tends to be this or one box. In this case, that's what there was with a log snippet. Research log entry. Quasi-biological structure performed barriogenesis survey. Experiment aborted after anomalies detected in sample collection unit. Okay, this just really sounds quite disgusting. Okay, so we have now fully explored 8 zones. Well, it says fully explored, but okay, so if we activate this, this takes us back to the entrance. It takes us back to the airlock. Now, this is helpful if you're running out of space in your exosuit and you want to quickly make a trip to your starship. In this case, I don't need to, but that is what it's useful for. Now, let me just warm up here. Now, we picked up those credentials. It says that it needs the captain's DNA, which we don't have. But it will do a scan. We can say that the captain is dead. I've only ever chosen deceased, so I don't know what happens if you choose unknown or incapacitated. It just accepts deceased. So it now wants you to basically add someone else's credentials. We found the security officers, so that's what we are going to do. And we are going to read the captain's log, which is a unique item. The Admiral Gek was too young to die. May the Atlas shower their family with profit. I will try and do them proud, soft as I am. I have 100 siblings. It is hard to be noticed. Maybe this voyage will be enough. We carry diplomatic papers charged with recovering the lost history of all Gek. We shall persevere. We are in orbit above a chapel of the first spawn era. Our friends, I'm glad I was not born in such brutal times. The crew are eager to see what discoveries we might salvage. Orgek had such technology. We have discovered a storage facility. Our trade Gek thinks it was used to mass-produce Wargek clones. But what does trade Gek know? Apparently a lot. We have not yet managed to access, but I feel close. We will be pioneers. Yeah, that didn't work out so well, friend. So we now have the captain's log. That is another unique item. So we've now found the captain's log. I'm surprised it doesn't say that the crew manifest. Did I not activate this in the other room? No, let's go back to the beginning for a moment. And that's because usually you access it quite early. And the fact that I haven't is quite surprising to me. Now, the enemies won't respawn, so we're okay. So I just want to see. I feel like maybe I missed... Because we're now going into the final area, and the final area is always engineering, always. So the fact that we have not found the crew manifest means I probably missed something. Let's go this way. I didn't really activate this. Okay, great. I'm glad I noticed. Okay, so we passed by here, but obviously I think I was fighting a lot of really creepy roaches, and I missed this. Okay, so we're going to access the crew manifest. Those are the 2 unique items. There were 58 professional crew and 92 conscripted crew. Update the bioscan, and this will tell us basically, it will give us an idea of when this all happened. So it says no detected biological traces matches crew records, which is not the same as saying that there are no detected biological traces. Last known crew positions 4 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. Okay, so this happened probably 2 days ago then. Okay, now we have the crew manifest. That is one of 2 unique items. We now have them both. So let's proceed and move on to the last area, which is engineering. Now, I have never encountered enemies in the last area. Not saying it's impossible, but it's never happened to me. So that might mean that we are done with the fighting. Okay, and this was where we got the captain's log. Can't shoot that, right? Yeah. I should make sure there was no rooms around the corner. There were, but yes, but we have been here because the heater is on. Those do go off eventually, but you can just restart them. Okay, Last area. And no enemies. Nice. So let's just loot. We found nanites. Often you actually find the better items in this room. Sometimes you find garbage. So no promises. Oh, larval core. Okay, not bad. I mean, you can get those, but not without a fight. Yeah, don't stand too close to those if you shoot them. This should be one of the last logs. Partial crew equipment record. Personal locker contains a quantum calculator, vial of acid, borrowed research sample, and miscellaneous pressed flora. Was last accessed 4 days ago. So maybe what happened 4 days ago, and a couple of people survived for another couple of days. Detailed scan reveals a non-sentient life form is resident within the locker. Okay, non-sentient. What that? Does that mean like a plant or something? We have high capacity vector compressor. Those you can sell for a decent amount. Oh, another heater. And some more slime. So they were here, but it looks like they didn't escape. Those weird creepy creatures. What the heck? You know what? Don't ask. Okay. I think we're almost done. Let me just actually top up my thermal protection. There's something that did escape. Okay, let's do a quick scan. Let's see what we've missed. I think there's one more log. Have we read this? Okay, this is the last one. Captain's eyes only. Pre-flight crew appraisal. Partner Geek, engineering. Respect for command is 38%, adaptability 30%, disease resistance 99%, and company approval rating 49%. Predicted remaining lifespan 47.7 years. That's actually very high. Often you find these logs with like 2 years, remaining lifespan. So borrows heavily from messmates. Danger brewing. Oh dear. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me stand here in the warmth for one moment, do the final scan. Okay, so let's activate this. This is how we're going to leave. Now this is where we can claim our final rewards. It gives you choices. Now a tech upgrade, since we found C modules, that's an indication that we're on a C freighter, so you're just going to get another C1, and frankly I don't need any more. So even if it was S, that doesn't interest me. We can get a freighter bulkhead. This basically allows us to expand our freighter inventory space, or we can extract nanites. I have over 30,000 nanites which I'm barely using, so I would actually prefer to increase the inventory space on my freighter. That is what we have found. And now you see top left, objective complete. We have basically explored the Derelict Freighter. Everything which is worth taking we have done, so let's go. And there we have it. Now, as a reminder, usually you walk very slowly in these things, but I have a mod which makes you walk at normal speed. I can link that in the video description. Now, it's telling me to return to my starship, and that is because in my possession, as you will recall, I have the crew manifest and the captain's log. You can sell those, but you can only do it within the system that you did the freighter in. So, don't warp away, because you may have a bit of trouble figuring out where you were. Okay, looks like it's taking me to my ship, which is not what I want. Now, whenever you pulse drive, this thing has a magnet that often ignores where you actually want to go. It's very annoying. Okay. Now there are two things that we can do with the manifest and the captain's log. And I'm going to show you both of those things by doing one of each with each of those items. And as you can see down on the right, it says you can go to the scrap dealer or the guild envoy. Let's go to the envoy first. too lazy to use the ramp. Okay, now you do these one by one, so he's gonna ask for one of my items. He wants the crew manifest. Well, he wants both, but that is what he asks for first. And you see, I increase my standing with a geck by 2. Now, if I also give him the captain's log, that will give me another 3 increased standing, bring me to 5 of increased standing, and it is with what the alien race is based on the system you are in. I'm in a geck system. Now, I can give both. In fact, that's usually what I do because I don't like the other rewards, but in the interest of showing you what else you can do, you can go back to the scrap dealer. And again, he's also interested in both the same way as the envoy, but we only have the captain's log. So, he gives you one thing and one thing only, and that's tainted metal. Now, how do you use tainted metal? There's only one thing you can do with it. Actually, before I do that, I think on my freighter I might have more. Shall we see? I have 118. Okay. So I now have, so I have over 800, and this is based on how much I just found lying around the freighter and the fact that he also bought the captain's log from me. So, purchase all scrap. Now, as you can see, he only takes tainted metal, so he basically pays you in a currency that you can use just with him. Now, the reason I never do this is because I'm not really interested in what he's selling. There's a lot of cosmetics. There's also, you can also get different types of upgrade modules, but A, I don't need them, and B, you don't know the quality. It could be good, it could be bad. So as you can see, there's just the X. It doesn't tell you if it's C, B, A, or S. However, in the interests of showing you what you can get, also repair kits are pretty good to get. As far as I know, you can only get them here and on Derelict Freighters. If you warp to the core of the universe, you often end up with a damaged ship and a damaged multi-tool, and you need resources to repair them. But if you have the repair kits, you can just do it this way. However, I have like 10 or something. So let us get that, and don't have enough for that, but that's fine. Now, what are those? You have to actually open them. And let's see, we got a suspicious packet of weaponry, which turns out to be a plasma launcher module, which I don't think I need or can even use. I think I'm already at 3, and you can only use 3. And this is something that we can sell. Oh, it's something we can dismantle. It's platinum, an absolute waste of my time. I have so much of that stuff. And I'm pretty sure I have all, so I already have 3 plasma upgrades. I mean, I can use it and see if it's better. So, I mean, you can sell this and get some nanites, or you can do this. Now it's telling me that I'm overloaded. So let's see, it's projectile velocity. That is really, really dangerous. That is how you kill yourself. So this is not a good upgrade for me. And let's just compare. Okay, so it's actually quite a good one in terms of the increase. You can see here, for example, on the A, it's only 143% increase in velocity. This is 380, and here it's 263. The problem is that actually velocity is okay. It's bounce that is incredibly dangerous. However, I don't want to get rid of any of these because they actually bounce potential. See, bounce is dangerous. You know what? Let's get rid of this one. Okay, so I'm going to end up keeping my black market module upgrade. And there we go. So that is what you can expect on a Derelict Freighter. As a reminder, the very first time you have to buy the receiver from one of these merchants. But once you have completed your first one, from then on, you can go to Helios on the anomaly, and he will give you a free one each week. So I hope that was fun and interesting, and that the creepy roaches didn't freak you out. Well, thanks for watching, and comment if you have any thoughts. See you next time. Bye.